They were harmless. A tall yellow bird, a blue monster who loved cookies, and all the children who came to play. But it was all too black for this state, and the day they banned the show shares eerie similarities with today. This is 2-Minute Black History, what you didn't learn in school. In 1970, Mississippi's all-white State Commission for Educational Television gathered for a critical discussion whether or not Sesame Street should stay on the air, and the vote to ban the children's series won. They axed the show because it reportedly had a highly integrated cast of children. Joyful black children playing and learning, especially alongside white children, was a problem. Shreveport, Louisiana shared that sentiment, dropping the program because it was too black. For 22 days, parents protested this decision, forcing the board to put it back on the air. Just a year later, local police arrived decked out in riot gear when the parents' group invited the cast to visit. Still, their act of protest was successful. Today, Jackson, Mississippi, is considering plans for a separate white judicial district. Across the country, books that offer representation outside of anti-black norms are getting banned. But Sesame Street is still standing. They've even been running a community program offering resources to children and their parents to cope with all the violence and racial trauma in the news. The anti-black censorship and policing of education runs deep in this country. But just like we did in the 1970s, we can decide what we want from our books, screens, and classrooms right now. In order to move towards the future, you've got to look to the past. This has been 2-Minute Black History, a podcast by Push Black. If you enjoyed this episode and want to show your support, please rate and subscribe to our podcast. And together, let's celebrate and honor the legacy of Black history.